topic of the evening, we are going to get into Serena Williams' response to her participation in Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance at the Super Bowl. So, of course, everybody is talking about Kendrick's halftime show. They're mostly talking about the hidden messages behind the performance and the various modes of symbolism. But one of the things that also was talked about was Serena Williams being there, crip walking. And there's a lot of speculation as to why she did it, what the meaning was behind that, whether it was a jab at Drake, because there were some veiled, subtle jabs at Drake throughout the performance as well. Serena Williams apparently used to go with Drake before she got married to her husband. And Drake has made, Drake has done his usual Drake thing of passive aggressively in his music, referencing his, brief, intertwinement with Serena Williams. So Serena Williams took advantage of the opportunity upon being invited by Kendrick to perform during the halftime show to crip walk and add more, fuel to the fire in terms of speculation as to what meaning of that is. And, people are giving their 2 cents and opinions on the merit of that and Serena being there. And Serena is responding to those who want to critique her participation in the performance. So this says Serena Williams finally breaks silence on how Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show collaboration. Serena Williams has detailed how her appearance at Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show came together. Reflecting on the event on Instagram on Tuesday, she shared a video of her preparing for the night from behind the scenes. The video shows her working on her dance move, having her makeup done, and more. Sharing a behind-the-scenes video, she wrote in the caption, when Kendrick Lamar and team called and was like, "We've been trying to do something forever. What about this? We loved your crip walk at the Olympics after you won the gold medal." I'm like, Super Bowl? Are you serious? When in the world would I ever be able to dance at a Super Bowl? Never. Let's do it. I knew my winning dance after the Olympics would pay off one day. Williams' husband, Alexis Ohanian, also reacted to the performance on X, writing, "Some of y'all have no idea how criticized Serena was for this same dance at Wimbledon 13 years ago, and it shows. This is bigger than music." Yeah, that sounds like a bunch of virtue signaling. While Williams is also from Compton, she previously dated Drake for a brief period in the 2010s. Many times over the years, fans have attempted to link some of his lyrics to the tennis legend, but the most glaring example came in 2022. On the song's Middle of the Ocean, Drake raps, "Sidebar Serena, your husband a groupie. He claimed we don't got a problem, but no, boo. It is like you coming for sushi." Her appearance was just one of several jabs Lamar took at the Toronto Raptor during the Super Bowl halftime show. On top of performing multiple diss tracks aimed at Drake, he also joked about him taking legal action against Universal Music Group over Not Like Us. So, as an example of some of the people who have given their opinion of Serena Williams' performance at Kendrick's show, none other than Gasbag himself, Stephen A. Smith, also had a take on Serena Williams performing at Kendrick's halftime show. So here's what Stephen A. Smith had to say. Oh, wait, I got it muted. Hold on. Sorry about that. All right, so here's what Stephen A. Smith had to say.
I just want to say, the Serena moment for me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just like, I want to.
Serena, like, let's just give her.
Well, you can say give her props, but Shannon brought it up, so I'm going there. I'm going to be like, if I'm your husband, I'm like, why are you up there dancing or something? I wanted my lick, trolling your ex. And don't you mess up either, because I get my lick back on you too. I bet it like that.
But the Compton connection is the Compton. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The Compton connection.
She's from Compton.
No, we know. Like we know that.
Even if you too.
RC, you and I both know. Even if she's not from Compton, everybody knows
her and Drake were together at one point in time.
Right.
And it seemed like everybody wanted to get their lick back on Drake.
RC's, what Stephen A is saying, if he was in that situation and now he's married, he's not allowing any.
Put your hand down, Dan.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex,
can I get in on this conversation?
You don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
Go ahead,
stop it. Stop it.
What?
Stop it, Stephen A.
This is true.
You.
All right, so that's enough of the
gas
Stephen A.
battery.
Smith, the gas bag. you can only take but so much of a dosage of his gas bag. But yeah, that was Stephen A. Smith's take, which was I don't know, talking about his, go back to him while you stressing over him if you were married to me. Sidebar, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if Serena's on some kind of Ozempic situation or I don't know what the deal is. I don't see the backside. I don't see the thickness. So am I missing something here?
Did she go on
did she go on some kind of a weight loss kick or something? Because it don't look the same to me. Maybe I'm tripping.
I gotta do an updated search to see what the backyard's looking like. But yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised, man. We covered the topic about her about a couple months ago. Getting under the knife and her denying it. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's had some type of new argumentation.
I mean, I hope maybe it's just the angle of the camera in that clip. I hope I'm just seeing things because
she's wearing that, even though it would stick out of a tennis skirt previously. It's a tennis skirt, so it's probably drooping over that. But I'll definitely launch a thorough investigation after the stream. All right, but yeah, man. So to me, when I saw her at the performance, because honestly, I watched the Super Bowl. I was only gonna watch the Super Bowl until I can tolerate it. There was a 4th and 2. And the Eagles went for it, and they hit A.J. Brown near the sidelines, and they called a flag on A.J. Brown. And I was like, oh, so here we go. I was already losing. I was like, this is why I didn't want to watch the game. I'm sitting there losing it. I'm about to turn it off right there. But thankfully, the universe wasn't having it. And they served the Chiefs the way they needed to. So I was able to finish the first half. But I wanted to just watch up until Kendrick's performance. So I watched Kendrick's performance. I'm sitting there, I'm doing my thing. He's doing his thing. And then I was like, hey, they're like Serena. So sure enough, I was like, yeah, I think that is Serena. And she was dancing on those fools, letting them know what time it was. And to me, I felt as though, this is more. Look, I don't care. And I don't care that stuff Stephen A. talking. Drake was letting those subs fly for a while. And if she wanted to get her lick back on this, I didn't see anything wrong on that. And as you mentioned, Kendrick had, subs himself littered throughout the whole performance. Subtle things here, subtle things there. And at the very end saying game over. I loved it all. So to me, I felt as though it was nothing wrong with it. Yeah, we can do the plausible deniability angle of crip walking from Compton, and they said they wanted to work with me and all this other stuff. So women in their plausible deniability, bruh. So she definitely tried to gaslight me there, but I know why you were really there, and I'm not judging you for that either. But she can't come out and say that. I guess she could have, but her not saying that, I'm not gonna fault her for that either. You just want to keep everything above board, and everything ain't about that fool. But so yeah, man, I like the performance. I did. I'm gonna be honest. I expected more fireworks and glitz and glamour, but as I'm watching, I'm like, well, this is Kendrick. He's as humble as it gets. So
I also think that was intentional too.
Yeah. So he's as humble as it gets. So I get it. And if you don't like that, you don't like Kendrick.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And so that's probably one of the things that the people are trying to you're too dumb to understand if if you thought it wasn't enough fireworks. He supposed to pop out with a Diddy shiny suit or something. Yeah, man. Nah, man. So I get all of that, man. So I enjoyed the performance. I feel as though he did his thing, and yeah, and Serena, she did her thing, man. And I was dogging her out in our last time we covered her, but in this situation here, man, I feel as though this was appropriate, man. And she looked like she got a healthy glow in this as well. So,
Literally, yeah.
yeah. So I ain't mad at it, man. So what are your thoughts, bro, on Serena Williams? Out here, just performing in the Olympics. You think it was anything to it, or people reading too much into it?
I mean, I definitely think that was the Drake aspect. So Kendrick oscillated back and forth throughout the performance from deep meaning and surface level meaning. The surface level stuff was Drake, and then the deep meaning was all of the symbolism stuff. So to Not Like Us at the beginning of the performance when he said, they like to sue, all of that was Drake jabs, right? The game over part at the end, that's Drake jab. So Serena was a part of the low hanging fruit of the performance of we gonna dig an even deeper hole for this guy. I feel like so that was 100% a Drake reference, but like you, I also have no problem with it because here's the thing. I believe in unseen energies. I believe in metaphysical forces. I do believe in God, capital G. And so I do believe in a higher power. And because I believe in a higher power, I do believe in the idea that the universe eventually exacts its vengeance upon those who are guilty of wrongdoing in the eyes of the higher power. And I'm not trying to get super spiritual. This is more of a karma's a bitch type thing. Like you only get away with being shardy for so long before the universe corrects itself.
Agreed.
So I don't care how petty it may seem on the back end. I don't care how, surface level or petty it may look optically. Everything that this guy has coming to him, he deserves. You run roughshod of people and the industry for long enough, eventually the universe will correct itself. See, this is a form of the Thanos snap that I'm in favor of. If you watch Infinity War, Thanos talks about how the universe needed correction. He believes in this cause, even though it results in genocide. This is a form of an eradication of a parasite that I am in favor of. And so I don't know if it's over now. Maybe it reached its peak. Maybe it will continue. We'll see. Hopefully he sees none of the fruits of this lawsuit situation. But like I said, man, sometimes the universe speaks loudly and people who deserve to be penalized receive their penance. And I just feel like Drake is right now paying for that. And he isn't the only one. Some have paid for their life. People like Epstein, for example, people like Weinstein, for example, people like the Diddler. The punishment and judgment comes in all sorts of ways. It isn't a one size fits all. There's a myriad of ways in which judgment is exacted. But make no mistake about it, at some point it does come. And you can be rich and wealthy and flex and talk all the stuff that you want to talk online about how cool and great and wonderful you are because of how rich and untouchable you believe yourself to be. But he's taken a substantial hit as far as I'm concerned. And there's a blow to his personal and musical legacy, in my opinion, that I don't believe he'll be able to recover from this point. And I think more jabs like Serena doing this and that halftime show speak to that. So I don't care how petty it looks. I don't care how childish it may seem. This had no deeper meaning. This to me was surface level. This was independent of Kendrick's more metaphysical, deep message to the community. This was the surface level bro, it's time for you to pay the piper. And you're going to continue to pay the piper until we have determined that you've had enough. And right now, the world hasn't determined that he's had enough.
No, I think everybody's enjoying this. When I say everybody, I mean, the majority of people. Now, Drake still has his stands and fans that are just lurking right now. They're incubated. They're ready to metastasize at any moment when he drops a new moist project. All right. So they're just waiting. All right. So, but I think overall, what he did with that lawsuit to himself is really what tainted his legacy. And at that point, if there's anybody that tries to uphold of what the craft of hip hop is, just even as a journalist, if they're observing this whole beef objectively, there's no way you can side with what Drake did. You don't have to be into that street beef, no snitching. You don't have to be in any part of that culture to understand that what he just did in the midst of a rap battle was lame. So street codes be damned. It was just whack as hell to do. So what Drake did there was not hip hop, and that's being recorded. That is recorded in the record books. So there's not much that Drake can do as far as to legitimize his name. So the stands and fans will, like I said, come out of the woodworks whenever he does his thing, and that's fine. But the amount of streams that this song got, the cultural wave that it had, the impact that it had, it took off the way it did because a lot of people felt that way about this guy.
Yes.
And a lot of people were dealing with Drake, but they didn't want to. But they were dealing with him because, well, he would make a catchy song here or there, and he's always on the radio. But they didn't really like him. A lot of people were tolerating him. And so once he got called out for his shenanigans, because he progressively gotten weirder over the years, he progressively got more abrasive, and his subs weren't so subby anymore. He was just naming names at certain points. So I think a lot of people got tired of his crap. So I think everybody was crip walking on Drake's grave during that moment. And just a couple days before the Super Bowl, I was listening to the song again. It still slaps.
Yep.
So sorry, Drake. This will live on. You have been immortalized in Super Bowl history. You've been immortalized in hip hop history as an absolute lame, and all the records you may have broken, or all of those weeks you may have been on Billboard, and all these things that may have gone platinum, they all mean nothing now, because I think everybody, for the most part, can see that you're just an absolute lame that never belonged in the hip hop realm or sphere in the first place. So shouts out to Serena. I was with her. I was like, hey man, he brought the whole team, man. I'm not mad at it. So I love the performance, and man, rock on, man. I love it.
Yeah, I agree. I think the universe, every now and again, the universe corrects itself. And I think this is an example, our latest example rather, of the universe correcting itself. I do believe that. This is just karmically, this is the result of an evildoer being thwarted once and for all. This is like Batman putting the Joker back in Arkham Asylum. It's all of that. It is. So yeah, I didn't put anything more into it other than that. It was just all a part of the continued course correction. So shouts out to her, and of course shouts out to Kendrick, who I have become more of an admirer of lately. So definitely shouts out to them for that. It was good stuff. And I look forward to seeing the ways in which the universe continues to correct itself, because I am enjoying this thoroughly.
Agreed.
Oh man. But that concludes this week's stream, ladies and gentlemen. Dogon SS, JV wins. Back at you once again. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Shouts out to everybody who checked in on us on our live stream. Be on the lookout for more content being published to the channel. We are currently experimenting different ideas and concepts to just increase traffic, increase activity, give people more opportunities to engage with the content. We certainly appreciate everybody who subscribed to the channel, of course, hitting that like button, leaving those comments. And we also thank everybody proactively who will subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave those comments, and let us know what you think before you've done so. Because if this is the first time you've watched any of our videos, check back on our catalog, check back on our library. We got a lot of heat. So, do yourselves and us a favor and check out our content, because we get live over here on this side on YouTube. Also, of course, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and where you get Amazon Podcasts, because we are there as well. Just search Conscious Approach on any of those platforms. You in the car, you at the gym, you doing your thing, but don't want to watch the video, can't hit up YouTube. Check us out on the audio stream, because we are available there as well. With that out of the way, again, I also want to say I feel for y'all Mavericks fans. I really do. I really do. It sucks. It sucks. But keep your head up. Keep your head up. I can't really say it'll get better because you tied to this injury-prone Anthony Davis. So I don't know. Good luck. If they're as good at their job as they say they are, they'll figure out a way, I guess. But other than that, as I like to say at the conclusion of every pod, don't be a group thinker. Think for yourself. Have a mind of your own. And until next time, we will catch y'all later.
Yeah. And the name is Dogon SS. And you can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS and on YouTube, DraftKings, all right, MySpace, Facebook, Meta, both Facebook and Meta. Hey, anything, man, that there's a social media outlet, all right, Dogon_SS gonna be out there. And as I say on every pod, guys, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it clear. And don't let anybody get you off your pivot. So until the next time, my people, more rings than Robert Ory, more rings than LeBron James. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Leave a comment. Let us know what y'all think about this video. Let us know what you think about any of those videos, man. Hit those comment sections. We are watching. We are checking them out. So we appreciate the engagement, man. But until next time, JV wins, Dogon SS. We are signing out. Peace.
Peace. Man, go Canes, man. Hey, go Heat too. Skr. We out here, man. You know what I'm saying? The Wiggins era.